Well, welcome back. And we have an absolutely stacked episode for you today, fresh off the presses, with some of the biggest headlines in entertainment. First up, we're soaring through the skies on our full review of Superman, the highly anticipated James Gunn reboot of a Superman movie. Did it deliver on the promise of a new era for Man of Steel, or are we still searching for that kryptonite-proof hero? But we also then we're going to be charting the course for the entire DC universe. With James Gunn at the helm, what does the future hold for our favorite heroes and villains? We'll break down the roadmap and rumors and everything in between. And in a weird, uncanny valley of a situation, Walt Disney is alive again. And so we go to the happiest place on earth because Walt Disney Imagineering has unveiled something truly revolutionary, a brand new Walt Disney animatronic that's already got the internet buzzing. Is it a marvel of modern technology or a step into the uncanny valley? So grab your favorite snack, settle in. We get ready to engage, debate, and celebrate everything fandom. This is All Star Fandom, and All Star Fandom Prime, I say, starts right now. All right, guys. So it's a lot to go through with that that we're going through now. As soon as the buttons turn off, there we go. So that uncanny valley of Walt Disney got everything mixed up here. But joined by my crew, Doc, who's back this week, who was absent last week, who didn't tell us, but that's neither here nor there. And thanks to Jen for showing up, holding it down, and doing the job, doing the work for us to get us through our very first episode of All Star Fandom Prime, our weekly show that we'll be doing, just discussing everything in fandoms, reviews, TV shows, uncanny valleys of Walt Disney, all that stuff.
Oh, boy.
But I don't want to linger too long on anything because, man, we sort of have a lot to talk about because Superman just dropped. It's been for a little while now. It's been a few days, and let's just go into it. Doc, since you weren't here today, I'll tee this one up to you. I'll be nice and give this one to you.
Okay.
Your overall impressions. What was your initial gut reaction when Superman to the Superman movie? Did it meet, exceed, or fall short of your expectations?
No, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was comic book accurate, which was what I was looking for. Because I was looking for James Gunn to come in and do something different, not stick with the same old, because, James Gunn don't think like everybody else when it comes to directing a movie, which is something I love. I was expecting a lot of colors. I was expecting a lot of different camera angles. But one thing that did get me when Superman hit that ground and he went, I was like, wait a minute, Superman don't supposed to sound like that now. He's supposed to sound like that. That got me. I was like, he's supposed to be a little bit gruffer. But other than that, I was like, no, Superman was doing his thing. Man, Superman was out there saving squirrels. You know what I'm saying?
That was the thing, yeah.
He saved a squirrel. He literally saved a squirrel.
I was like, okay.
That's like Prince Eric going back for Max on the sinking ship in The Little Mermaid.
Saying, people don't understand it, but that's something Superman would do. He would save a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? And I absolutely love this movie, man. Every part. And Mr. Terrific, he showed up. He showed up. I was like, okay.
That was a gem.
All of them showed up. Hawkgirl. Now,
all of them.
Maybe it's me. What I didn't remember, and I don't remember Hawkgirl screaming like that all the time, bro.
I didn't mind it the first time because I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't remember Shiara really doing that as in the Justice League cartoon.
I don't remember that either.
Watch it, but I don't remember it fully. I could be wrong, but no, I mean, yeah. The Justice Gang, right?
I have an opinion about that I could absolutely be wrong about.
Okay. Well, Jen, hold that thought real quick. Yep. But Doc,
I was gonna say
other thing that you want from
it far exceeded my expectations. Like I said, I really enjoyed the film. Dude, I told you before, when I take my wife to a film and she comes out of the movie talking about it, It's a damn good movie.
Good. Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the film.
Jen, your initial and gut reactions, did it meet, exceed, or fall short of your expectations?
For me, honestly, it exceeded expectations because just by going off the trailer alone, I did get the sense it was going to be more comic book accurate, but then without seeing the full film, I didn't know how far James Gunn was going to go with it. So, but now having seen the film and everything that he did, how he included it, the story he built around it in this actual universe, it actually feels like a universe.
Oh yeah.
He did a lot of stuff from the comic books in this film that I was very delighted to see, and it was so refreshing. No shade to some of the other adaptations that have come before this at all, especially not the original Supermans. Those are pristine.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to actually go to the theater after a good long while to see a really good comic book movie.
I guess I'll Jen, your thought too. Did you remember?
Yeah, no, I do. So concerning wow, why did I blank out? Hawkgirl.
Well, her scream. You said you had a theory about her scream.
Yeah, her scream. So I think that's only because this is a Superman film, and I think you have to be careful. This is just me speaking as an amateur. I've never made a film before in my life, but with consuming so many films, especially superhero films, because it's come up conversations like this. You have to be careful when you do so many characters like this in a film that you don't take away too much from the main character when you're including all these other characters within the story, because they all have an important piece to play, but then you don't want to overdo it to where fans come out and say, well, why didn't they just call this, like, I don't know, Hot Girl movie? She was so vocal and had so many lines. You barely saw Superman, blah, 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 blah. So I think because we got so little screen time and dialogue for her, which I think was purposely done for this film, I don't think it really needed it with the story we received. I think it was just an intentional thing to let you know that she's on the scene, because you hear that scream, so she knows she's around. So you also don't let fans have the opportunity to say, well, where did she go? We didn't see her for a while. Like, not basically giving certain percentages of fandom communities that opportunity to shade, if you know what I mean. So I think it was intentionally done. It really didn't bother me, and I'm not really too familiar with her in the comic books for myself, but that's my take on it. I think it was done intentionally because she wasn't so involved in the film, which she shouldn't have been, because it is a Superman film.
Yeah. Man. Okay. Initially I went into it, I was like, I don't know, because I've been burned by DC so many times. We all have been. I'm not the only one. Right?
No, you're not. You are not.
I liked a lot of parts of it. I think it's a great Superman and a good movie.
But
let me explain. Can I please explain? So given, it felt like there's moments in this where I wanted more of a Superman. Corenswet is Superman now. I absolutely loved him as Clark Kent. I loved him just as Clark. I loved him as Superman. I wanted more. We got a good piece of Superman. Great start to it. Great, just a very when he said golly, I was like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was like,
that's Clark.
Clark. Golly. I was like, okay, that brought a smile to my face.
Yeah.
Then, I'm not so much of a fan of James Gunn's humor. So I think that may have taken a few things away from me, but I feel like this is a great Superman, a great starting point, a great launching pad into a universe. I don't know if I needed the Justice Gang, because there's a point in time where I wanted him to show up with that little boy carrying that flag, and it was the Justice Gang instead.
Okay.
and he was all over in Metropolis. You know, we'll get to that as we go on.
I know you did. I knew you was gonna say something about that.
But no, I'm just saying, like, he's a great Superman. Like,
he
is.
Out
of their smiling.
He is.
David Corenswet is a great Superman.
He's a brilliant Superman. Oh my goodness!
This scene here with the kid,
and I feel every word you
said. That
I feel every word you said. Like, you really wanted Superman to show up for the little baby, especially when he's holding it and his eyes are closed and he getting ready to get shot, and he goes, Superman. Look, everybody wanted him to show up. Superman was taking care of business at the time. Somebody else had to go, bro.
Man, seeing how fast he got. The great scene when he's flying and he has to get to the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
That initial, like, he flew that fast to get there. He could have been there for that little kid. I'm just saying. But anyway, I think those moments, and I think Candy's on the other side.
Hey, we got a couple of comments in here, boy. They getting hot.
Justice Gang was a set for something greater. I get that, but it's just like I said with a lot of my other movies, man. I show up for the guy with the name in the title.
With the name on the title.
I don't show up for anybody else. Now they're great add-ons. Mr. Terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm glad Edie got his chance after they screwed him over in First Class.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He got his chance to shine for real.
And I think it was just announced that he actually just signed a contract to do the character for a while now. I think I saw that on social media.
Yeah, really? They're going to build off that.
I saw somewhere on social media that he signed a multi-deal contract for doing other projects with Mr. Terrific. So he's going to be back.
He wants to.
So
he wants to be there for the long haul.
Yeah,
and it's just like, man, I showed up for Superman. And I got Superman. That's like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and you got me from that. Yeah. And I'm like, David Corenswet said he's great as Superman. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff it's a lot of moving pieces in this movie too, not to keep up with, and it's not a bad thing. But with the war, with the not the boom tubes, but the pocket universes.
Yeah, the pocket universe.
So
that was cool to see.
But I just love the evil genius of Lex Luthor. I mean, dude, he is top tier evil genius, bro.
No, not evil genius.
He is so evil. He took monkeys from all over the world and turned them into hate bots on the internet. Do you know how wacko you have to be to kidnap monkeys from I don't know where, from temples all over the world, and train them to do hate commenting on Big Blue? Bro. Really?
Okay, so I'm glad our friend Willie, friend of the show too. He says, and I know Willie. I know Willie's a Superman fan, but he needed a little bit more. I said the same thing. I wanted more of him. Go ahead, Jen.
James Gunn has been, addressing some things about his take. He really wanted to come at it from the angle of how Superman is also a man. Yes, he's super, but then there's still a human side to him. Mm-hmm. And when you think of the story and you think of how, because I'm going to play devil's advocate here. That's what I do. When you think of Lex Luthor and all of these moving pieces just Lex Luthor had, the purpose was for Superman to initially fail so he could get approval from the government to kill him. That was part of the plot. So the fact that Superman actually if the whole point of Superman's argument that is he is human, that also means being human. Sometimes you gotta ask for help, especially when you're getting hit by so many sides by wacko Lex Luthor who kidnaps monkeys.
Yes.
And locks up ex-girlfriends in a pocket universe.
Just for talking bad about you. Boy, he cold-blooded, dog.
Luthor is the biggest hater I've ever seen in my life.
Petty.
With that said, shout out to Nicholas, who played Lex, the best Lex I have seen in a long time. Oh, yeah. I love this actor. Bravo, sir. Your performance I believed it. Please never become that. I know you won't, but I really believed it.
But he played into being a great villain, right? Because there was never a point in time where I was like, oh, he's a cool villain. Or he's like, oh, I like seeing him on screen.
Every second he was on the screen, you hated him.
Every second. Every second. I'm like, and that smile,
when
that smirk he did.
When he tried to smile, oh my God, I was like, oh, I wanted to punch him. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted a basket of chancla so I could just keep throwing it at that bald head of his because I got one. I know where to hit it.
But I will say this. I will say overall, and I got a few questions for us to go through it a little bit deeper. Love Superman, great Superman, good movie for me. I wanted more. I think that's just the greed of me because I'm like, there's a point in time where we have a Superman movie titled Superman, and he shared it with a lot of people his first time out.
It with a lot of people, and I give you that he did
because I get it as a universe jumping point, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, mine is Peacemaker, right? Because I feel like the pocket universes are going to come in to play with Peacemaker, mm-hmm. right? So, but just to say like this is the superhero. Honestly, I don't know, man. I think Mr. Terrific was great. Nathan Fillion I love him in everything.
Yeah,
as Guy Gardner.
I think
he did.
But I can also say this. I really would. It was a lot more. I wanted more from this. I think just because Wendell Pierce, I wanted more Chief. Don't call me Chief.
For him,
I wanted Jimmy Olsen. I wanted to understand why is he such a ladies' man in Metropolis.
Why?
Man?
Because he was not that before.
He's not that at all. It's like, what did you do to increase?
I mean, not just a lady man. I mean, like supermodels. You know what I'm saying? Falling it over this book.
But then, I'm just going to come back to the point that, the whole point was to show more of the human side of Superman. And with the vendetta that Lex had, that was more of the focal point.
Well, with that, let's jump into David Corenswet's Superman. So, Jen, let's go with you first. How did he sort of embody the Man of Steel, and did he capture that essence of Clark Kent and Superman? And on another note, how does that portrayal compare to previous iterations for you?
For me, for David's performance, I really enjoyed it. I really liked the subtle differences he did with Clark and Superman, and the way just he changed his voice, not by much, but then just enough to believe that, when he is Clark Kent, he is Clark Kent. The way he was clumsy, consistently always apologizing, tripping over himself, just changing the slight inflection of the tonality of his voice. And then like when the opening of the film, spoilers that coming here, people, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it and then come back and watch this, or just get spoils, whatever you like. When Lois and Clark are at her apartment and he says, "Yeah, I'll let you interview me." And then the way he says, "Miss Lane," I was like, just like it's very subtle the way David changes his voice for Clark and Superman. And I really enjoyed that for him and his portrayal, and how he just the way he just gets really nerdy. I loved it. And then seeing the infamous three, he, Lois, and Jimmy at the Daily Planet, that just made my heart burst. But I think he did a really good job portraying him. And like I said, it really feels more like the comic books that I had seen in a really long time. And for me personally, I think if Mr. Christopher Reeves were still with us, I think he would be very proud of this project and the way,
especially this one.
Especially this one, and the way this actor really went into this project, the research he did, the respect he had for Christopher and the other iterations. Because I believe he also spoke with Henry Cavill, who did Man of Steel and portrayed Superman in all the other films before this. So he has great respect for this character and what was done before he took on the role, which is why I think he executed it so beautifully.
Doc, your thoughts on David Corenswet? How did he sort of compare to previous iterations, and did he embody that role of Superman?
Before I go into that, I'm gonna ask you a question, because we've had this debate.
This is how the show works. No, I'm just kidding.
What did you think? What did you think about his costume this time?
Yeah.
Well, this is what I told you before.
We got the
even with
trunks this
trailers.
time.
This is what, which is wild to me, to be honest with you. I thought we were going to get a wardrobe change eventually until Ma came back and said she got those boots clean.
Yeah, she got the boots
Like,
clean.
I was like,
Oh, can I just comment that on that real quick? I love Mama and Papa Kent in this film. I was like, can I go visit the farm in Kansas? I want to go hang out with Mama and Papa Kent, please.
Yes.
well,
I want some lemonade or sweet tea.
So with the costume,
Yes.
when we first saw that picture of it, remember, Don, I was like, man, it just doesn't photo well. Like, it doesn't. It that wasn't the shot to show for the suit. Him putting his boots on,
with
going on out there. When it's in motion, when he's in it like that, it looks fine. I was waiting for a wardrobe change. I thought we were going to get maybe a new suit, maybe no collar, no new 52 collar.
I loved it. I love it.
I wish, man, I don't know. It made him look a little bulky in places. I wish, because he worked his tail off for this movie too. And I don't think that suit showed it well enough. Like Henry Cavill, that suit was like essentially painted on him. In comparison to this one.
Truly, we from my perspective, we didn't need the paint job like that. We did not.
Yeah.
We did not.
Hey, Henry, that was every
HBO is hating on the costume. Come on, bro.
Right.
Come on, dog. I love it.
I can agree.
It's a good one.
And I can agree with Willie too. I don't think it was like, this is third.
I agree. I don't think it was.
And no telling what the Superman box can make. Yeah, to re-up those suits. But
I love that he named him Gary.
Yeah.
The trunks, the trunks were a bit much. But that's
I was like, when I was in there, I said, Dion, I don't like these trunks.
He's not, no. So the trunks were fine up to a point. I get it. We're going super like Golden Age, All-Star Batman, All-Star Superman.
Yeah,
I get it. It's fine with me. Come on, man. We overlook so much in superhero movies and just superhero comic books in general.
We really do.
Him with his trunks on his outside is the least of my worries for this movie. You know what I mean? Like, that was the least of my worries for it. But I thought he did a fantastic job as Superman.
Yeah.
He's a bit more vulnerable than most Superman men we had, which I think adds a little bit more character to him, a little bit more what can you say? I don't know.
More depth.
Because it adds some stakes to him.
Yeah, especially when he's interviewing with Lois.
Yeah, there's some stakes involved.
And he gets upset and he catches himself and he's like, I can't say this. I can't talk about this. And then he'll stop and catch himself and be like, all right, now let's pick back up.
That, or he says, you can't write that. You can't.
You can't. Yeah.
And there's so many times in this, like, even if we go back to like Ma and Pa Kent, right? We go back to that one. There's a moment in Justice League, the cartoon, or Justice League Unlimited. I can't remember which one. He took Martian Manhunter home to Smallville with him for Christmas, and Martian Manhunter has this epiphany sort of moment out there. Clark is like underneath the Christmas tree, trying to use his X-ray vision to look under in the presents, and he looks and he's like, lead, and he just puts so I could see those are moments where I can see David Corenswet's Superman doing that. Like,
absolutely. I would agree with that 1,000,000%.
He felt good. Like he felt this was a Superman we needed. Like, I wanted more of him. I don't know if I needed the Justice gang. I think we could have held off on that. But I feel like I know we're building a universe, but this is what got us in trouble the first time. We tried to build too fast. So I hope they take their time. I hope there's go ahead, Jen.
I was just going to say, the difference this time, which this is why I'm feeling a bit more hopeful, is we have James Gunn at the wheel. And when you look at Guardians of the Galaxy and what James did with those films, there was a fluidity. They fit into the universe. They did what they needed to do. They had breadth to them. They had depth to them. So I feel like, because here's an example to make my point. In the opening film, we get the entire Superman storyline from beginning to end within a span of, I don't know how many minutes. It was very short, up to the point where we see Superman crash right there. Thank you. What
perfect timing.
He crashes into the ice. Like this, that's the opening of the film. Spoiler alert. Again, go see it. What are you doing? Anyway. So I just really love that he just did, listen, here's the story. This many years ago, then this many years ago, then this many years ago, and then 3 hours ago, and then movie starts. We covered the entire history. We didn't have to see it all over again because we know we don't have to be exactly spoon-fed. And I would assume that James, now being at the helm of DC, he has a vision in mind of where he needs this to go. And I think having the understanding of how we've been disappointed by DC, and that yes, he has to do certain things, but then he doesn't want to take as much time to do all that to get it where it needs to go, because then that might put us back to where we were before. So for me personally, all that to say is I'm appreciating his efficiency with what he did in this film.
Yeah, I thought this one came out of it. I feel like for me, it's just for me, because I love this cast. I love a lot more about this movie, and we'll get more into the cast with my next question. But man, James Gunn is sometimes, he likes these ensemble casts like this, multiple superheroes, multiple supervillains, multiple personalities, which he works great with. But man, sometimes for me, his humor doesn't land a lot. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit unnecessary. The super poop, Superman poop, whatever that was, like all that. I feel like there's some things that were just like, they didn't get a chuckle. Golly got a chuckle out of me more than anything else, and that was just him getting up, and I'm saying that's
not even the floating alien in the sky when Lois is at Clark's apartment and you're just in the awkward
and they just having like it's an everyday occurrence conversation.
Bat.
So let me ask you this, and we'll move on to Lois Lane because we gotta get to her too. Doc, when you remember this movie,
yes, A20, I did.
What scene? Oh yeah, let's answer that one real quick. The White Martian in the Pocket Universe.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I did.
Yes. Because when I saw it,
it reminded me of, what was that Night Shyamalan film with Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Brooks? Signs. It reminded me of
Signs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think James Gunn at times can be, for me, not double it.
You don't really like his humor.
The good and he's the great part of it, but he also can be one of the not so great parts of it. If that makes any sense, for me at least.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but then for me, whenever I've seen a James Gunn film, I've never felt that way about his humor. I was laughing through the whole film, for me personally.
I don't know, like it works for Guardians and that crew. It didn't work for me for Superman for some reason. Not all of it. I'm not saying all of it didn't, but just there's a good moment, there's an action sequence or something, and then on the back end there's a levity and a joke that sort of comes out of nowhere and sort of kills it for me. But real quick, Doc, lasting image of this movie from Superman. Like if we got those with Henry Cavill, we got those with Christopher Reeves, the wink at the camera as he flies by. What's it moment or a screenshot that you're gonna pull from this movie and be like, that's what I remember the most from Superman, or that's how I describe it.
Man, that's a good question, because it was, I don't know,
because I have mine, and it's always you make it feel like it pulled it right out of a comic book for me, and it's
tell me yours, because I'm curious to know what yours is. I know mine is not like what everybody else is thinking. You know what I'm saying?
So it's seeing him in like Superman, like this is Superman.
Okay.
There's two. There's that shot there.
Yeah.
Coming out of the dust
I
and
like
rubble.
that shot. Yeah.
There's that one. And then there's the kids coming up to hug him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are my lasting moments from this movie, because that's how I feel like Superman would be, and we've seen him be.
Okay.
And that was like the antithesis of like, this is a new Superman for a new age, and I trust this. Again,
So,
you could take the Justice Gang out for me, man, and just gave me more Wendell Pearson, Jimmy Olsen, man. Like I would have tugged that.
and don't get me wrong, I really love the Christopher Reeves when he's flying and he looks at the camera.
Oh my goodness!
I really love that, and I kind of halfway expected them to do that, but they didn't, which is perfectly fine. But it was so much for me to pull from, like for a screenshot. And let me tell you something. I love his Clark Kent. Like I would use his Clark Kent for a screenshot because it was like it matches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought, and even still, I don't want to ruin it for people who hadn't seen it because there's another.
You can spoil them. It's fine.
I'm just saying it's another one that I would use for a screenshot when he's fighting when he's fighting him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would use that for a screenshot, bro.
Okay, man.
Yes.
I think I like.
I don't want to ruin it for nobody. Like I don't want to spoil it. That's why I didn't say.
No, if they're gonna come here, we're gonna talk about it. They gotta get spoiled. This is how they learn.
I don't know. I was still waiting for that. Pay homage to every Superman property after Man of Steel because it was in video games. Just the punch goes all the way there. Punch. I still like that fight a little bit better. But before I keep saying before. Jen, you what's your screenshot from this? Do you have one before I move on?
Definitely the opening scene where we see him flying for the first time. That shot that James got when he takes off after he's fully healed. Well, not fully healed, but
86%.
86%.
I'll say, man,
that's a pretty good percentage. Okay,
I'll still take an 86%.
I'll take 86.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
I'll take 86. That
like a coach on the bench.
I have seen so many superhero movies and so many live action remakes. If you can get a wow out of me with a shot, it's a good shot. Yeah. So for me, when I saw that, I verbally said out loud, wow. Just that feeling of seeing Superman fly on a gigantic IMAX screen. That just did something. That just did something to me. And I do have another one. Definitely the same one with the kids. That for me, I'm like, that's Superman right there. Yeah. There he is. That's
like they could care less about Guy Gardner or anybody. They were like,
no,
Superman. That's Superman. And that's how he should be in Metropolis. It was just so good to see.
He saved a squirrel. Okay.
Right, for real. I don't think people really don't grasp that concept. Like, hey, like, oh, he saved a squirrel. No, Superman would save squirrels and donkeys and rabbits and everything.
And that's definitely going to the point of saying like this is the Superman we know.
Yeah.
I will. Oh man, I got so many questions here.
Go for it. I'm ready.
I really want to get to Lois Lane. So let's go. Oh man, we hit on Lex Luthor. We know he's the ultimate hater. Nicholas Hoult played him fantastically to a point where I hated him every time he was on screen.
Yeah.
Again, I wanted
he is eye to eye with Superman, which I know Willie said something about that, where he was like that kind of threw him off. But the animated series, man, them boys were jacked. They were both eye to eye.
They were.
So I didn't have a problem necessarily with that.
But I actually liked that because I think that was just a trope back then in those days where everyone has to be jacked. And I think for a more believable aspect, because Lex Luthor is such a genius, he's not going to be one of those guys that's going to be like, I'm going to be a gym body. No, he's going to optimize his intelligence the way we saw in this film. So I actually like that.
He took it to the next level because
I actually like that they made that choice and not having Nicholas beef up like David. So because to me, I don't think he needed it.
No, I don't think so either. And I think if they ever get to that point where he's like injecting kryptonite into himself to sort of get big, sort of thing, I think that would be a dope one.
That's different.
Willie says he sees his version of Lois turning Superman a heel turn. So let's jump into Lois because I still got a lot of questions still. The marvelous Mrs. Maisel. as Lois Lane here.
I love it. I love it.
Doc, what did you think of her as Lois Lane?
I'm not gonna say a perfect Lois Lane because no one is as perfect as the first one, but dadgummit, she came close, bro. I really like her Lois, and I love how when they're in the apartment and they're having their little tiff, like she don't back down. She is an investigative reporter. Yeah. So she is not gonna back down. Even though I love you, I still have to ask the question. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you get
Superman was giving himself interviews. You know what I mean? Like, that was.
And then he started talking to third person. She was like, "Oh, so that's what we do."
That's like Peter Parker taking pictures of Spider-Man, man. Like, y'all both cheating.
Hey, what you got to do? What you got to do to win the game? Sometimes, bro.
Well, that's why Lois Lane is one of the best reporters in this universe, because everyone has their version of nerd, and journalism for Lois Lane, that is her nerding out. She's like, I am in the zone.
Yeah.
No, it was. And go ahead, Doc.
No, I was just gonna say I loved her as Lois Lane, and then I love how when in that moment you can't rewind it. When Mr. Terrific went off and started doing his thing, and she was in the bubble, and she was just like, "Oh, it gets really real out here when these superheroes out here really doing it." Yeah,
that's the first time she's been.
Yes, that's the first time she's been in it. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, Lois hadn't experienced this before," and for her to be stunned, I was like, "Oh yeah, I like that."
Yeah, so, just from outside the window of the Daily Planet, she's been seeing this stuff. You know, she's never been in in the dirt essentially with them.
So I enjoyed her Lois Lane. Really.
Jen, you brought up last week when you said you saw the trailer and you saw Rachel Brosnan as Lois Lane. I think I already know where you're going, but go ahead and what did you think of her as Lois?
Yeah, I remember when I saw the trailer, like I shared last week, I instantly said, there she is. There's Lois. And I agree with Doc. There were quite a few moments where she reminded me of the original Lois Lane from the first Superman. She had her own spin on it, but then I really liked that with, I don't know if it was an intentional choice on Rachel's part. I can assume that it is, but for me, this was a really good Lois Lane, and I really felt that I saw Lois. Not that any other Lois after the original actress who portrayed Lois Lane was bad. I've never had an issue with any Lois Lane after that. But for me, this one, it just really
talked about that last week. Yeah, we talked
about that. For me, I really felt that this was Lois. Just the way she embodied this character. I was over the moon happy with her.
I would say I appreciate how they wrote her, and I appreciate how she acted. Like, I think she did a hell of a job.
Yeah, she did. And even Willie says they had some of the same costume cues from the original, so they definitely played on that.
Yeah.
So I loved her. No notes, man. Like I haven't had a problem with any Lois Lane, to be honest with. Terry Hatcher was great.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams' last one was great. Like they've all been, even from the recent TV show, the recent Superman and Lois TV show.
Yeah. She was liked it? You watched that?
I watched the first 2 seasons. Yeah. I dig it. I dug it a lot. But I guess there's no notes on I guess just one more final question on her. That chemistry between her and Clark, or Superman,
so good. So,
yeah, very strong.
I'm not gonna lie. When he said "I love you," that caught me off guard because I was not expecting that. Let me tell you, it was a couple of moments that caught me off guard. So that was one of the moments that caught me off guard. And when Clark is sitting there eating his cereal, or whatever, and his dad come down and talk to him. No, I'm not expecting to get emotional watching Superman, but that moment right there, bro.
With this Superman and with how they set up his family back in Smallville, like her speaking loudly into the phone on speakerphone,
and he knows he's Superman. Yeah, yeah.
You can whisper, and I would hear you.
Still hear you.
You know,
hey, Clark. Mama, calm down. Come on now. back it off.
I love Mama Kate. We just wanted to check on you to make sure you were all right. We haven't heard from you for a while. Okay, Mom. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the cutest thing.
Yeah,
They were great.
loved
That
it.
casting for his family was great.
yeah.
But,
Mama and
let's-
Papa Kent. I want more.
Before we move on to the next,
Go ahead.
I got to say the part that I did not like. The one part that I did not like, and I don't know if they're gonna come back and fix this. I didn't like that they left the Kryptonian mother and father with that bad message.
So
I
this
did not
goes
like that.
to you're killing the lead for me here. So I'm
Okay.
all right, that was the next
Yeah, we
thing.
gotta talk about the cameos too. Like the cameos were ridiculous.
So Bradley Cooper, but as for this one, let's just talk about the story. So let's go into it. You just brought it up. Man, you want to talk, Willie? You want to talk about a heel turn?
Yeah,
Jarrell out here saying destroy the world.
be a king and rule with an iron fist, basically.
And they
Like,
actually, like the fact that he actually took it further by saying that he had to have a harem, and then Green Lantern's like, "You have a harem? No, I don't have a harem."
Yeah, like
I cracked up so bad. He's like, "Do you really have a harem? Like, he actually bought it?"
The fact that they talking about, oh, we got all these linguists on Earth. No, none of these mother speak Krypton. No, none of them. So how they translate anything?
But it's Luther. You never know, man. But I was always waiting for that sort of like,
he got Superman's DNA to get into his sanctum.
So let's jump into that too. So he gets the DNA from the fortress to enter the Fortress of Solitude.
I would say, you know where that idea came from.
Fortress of Solitude.
You know where that idea came from. We're gonna go back to Secret Wars with your boy Samuel Jackson when he with the aliens on MCU, because I'm thinking it's James Gunn. Because remember when he had them go around collecting the blood of all the superheroes, so didn't nobody get the blood?
I remember that.
That's what I was thinking about when he said that.
And who's cleaning up the city? Probably Luther Corp, right?
Yeah.
But with that being said, that person, Ultraman, I think we thought at the beginning, turns out to be Bizarro, essentially. Again, so much in this movie, man. Like so much in this where I don't know, the focus is a lot. It's not tough to focus on, but it's like it's a lot of moving pieces.
Well, I put it to you like you have to come into. Well, I'm not going to even say you have to come into.
Well, let me ask you this question, because this is a question coming up. Do you, Jen? I'll start with you. So with everything we said, we got Bizarro in the end. We got what else? What else happened? The heel turn with his family.
Yep.
Did the story feel like a true reset for the character? And what message do you think, I guess James Gunn was trying to convey through this first adaptation of Superman?
Ooh. Again, to what I was saying before about the human aspect of Superman. You know, I can see the point of how his morale has to be challenged, you know, because by the message that he was playing in Solace, you know, as he would go and heal and rejuvenate as a way to soothe him. They never got the full download of the message. He only had that first part. And that was his moral compass since he discovered that message. And he basically bet his entire reputation on it. As he has, built his life around it. His reputation is on it. So
if you ain't first, you last. That's
right? Right. So then the fact that however Lex Luthor figured out how to
manipulate that message
or actually download the real thing again and translate it because of that woman who I'm forgetting her character's name that can turn her body into whatever she wants.
Oh God.
Yes.
You know, I can see the possibility of him actually figuring out a way to translate that language, because the fact that he could get his DNA and replicate it just so he can get into Solace, I'm not going to put it past him. I'm just not. So, you know, it was an opportunity for his morale to be challenged, because it's a really paradigm shift and we all go through that in our own lives, which is why James Gunn to me really wanted to get to the human side of Superman, because he had to face the reality of, I've built my life on this. This is my motto. This is my mantra. This is what I've been doing and living so I could do good in this world. And now I find out that it's actually a lie, and that I was supposed to do this and this and this. It just, I would say it doesn't destroy him, but like he has a really big paradigm shift, and he has to confront himself and basically choose. Does he still believe in the goodness he's always has done and continues to do? Which is why I love the conversation with Papa Kent. I love that conversation with Papa Kent, and just that's what he needed. So I actually liked it because it really challenged him.
Yeah, I love seeing him when he goes back to Smallville.
Yeah,
like he has to sort of recover, regroup, and that's his true fortress of solitude, right? Like Smallville is where, like, yeah, he can get healed at the Fortress of Solitude, but that's really where like Ma and Pa
the real healing is
together,
because that's what he knows.
Yeah, just Clark Kent and flannel and jeans, man. I'm cool with that, man. Just lace him up in that every time and let him go back to Smallville. But man, Doc, I guess, what do you feel? Like, do you feel like this was a true reset to that character? Well, to the character, and what message do you think?
How can I say this?
Conveyed in this one?
How can I say this? I'm not gonna even call it a reset. I'm just gonna say, man, it's Superman, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We all know Superman. We've all known Superman. I really enjoyed this young man as Superman.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even call it a reset. I really enjoyed this Superman. That first picture that you had up here, he looks to me like a mix between Christopher Reeves and Henry Cavill. He looks like Superman, bro.
Yeah,
Willie was the only one who said, like, when that mask broke on for Bizarro.
Yeah.
I was like, Henry?
He looked like he looked just like, and I was like, man, this right here, that's Superman. So I'm not gonna say it's a rebuilding or a rebrand. That's Superman, bro.
So I want to add on. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I wanted to add on to your point about how you say he looks like Superman. I mentioned to the two of you before we started the show that Bill Reeves, the son of Christopher Reeves, actually interviewed the actor David, and if you haven't seen it, that is one of the interviews you all should go and watch. It's such a wonderful interview, and it's very touching and very kind. Bill Reeves, when he actually went on the set, because he actually has a cameo in the film as a reporter, because that's what he does. Mm-hmm. So it was just really cool to see. But he said he actually had a moment because he shared a couple of things in the interview. That one, he never saw his dad in real life in the suit ever. Mm. But to your point, Doc, how he actually looks like Christopher Reeves with a little bit of mixing of Henry Cavill, Bill actually admitted that there was one moment where he was on set and David was in full costume that he turned and he almost called him dad. Mm. Because
I can see that.
He really looks like Superman. He is.
Yeah,
before this young man, the only other person that I thought could come close to looking like Christopher Reeves was, Brandon Roth to me.
Yeah,
close to looking like Christopher.
Yeah, Brandon Roth was good.
Yeah, he was.
He was good.
When did Christopher Reeves pass away? Was it before that movie?
I think it was. I think it was before.
I'll look that up right now because I can't remember. Let me go look.
For some reason, I want to say like he met Brandon Roth,
but
I thought Reeves and Brandon Roth have met, but I could be mistaken. Maybe this is a fantasy that I've lived out. Where
we're not gonna say how bad Crypto was. That dog was bad, boy.
I love Crypto.
Well, Crypto don't listen.
Crypto. Crypto was fantastic.
He had to go get Crypto so he don't kill his daddy cows, man.
So funny thing, because of Crypto, like the percentages of dog adoptions has gone up in the last week.
Oh, really?
So shout out to all the dogs that have gotten homes after last week. I would love, Murphy's in there, so he won't hear this, I hope. I wish he was a super dog. Make a lot of things easier.
Hey, I already told you. You keep on talking to Murphy like you talking to him. He gonna say something back one day. You could be like,
he will.
Yeah. Well, I keep telling him like, hey, just say something. I won't tell nobody. Like when we were alone, like just talk. I won't say nothing. I won't tell nobody. But hey, Jen, what you got?
So, according to the little research I did, Christopher Reeves passed away October 10th, 2024, and then Brandon's Superman came out. Superman Returns came out in 2006.
Oh wow! Okay, so I thought he had passed away before.
Yeah, I think he actually met Brandon Roth. They met up, or they met on the set, or something like that. So, but that was like a stamp of approval, from the man himself, sort of thing. So that was really dope.
Yeah.
Man. We got so much stuff to cover, man. One more thing, three more things before we move on to the next thing. This is gonna be an easy answer. Standout performances from this movie.
That is hard.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be easy. No, I just said one. I just said one.
Damn.
One standout. Okay. Your standout performance.
I gotta give it to you, man. Like all of the performances were great, but to see Mr. Terrific on the big screen and to show out like that, bro, I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him, dog. Because this actor, we followed this actor for a long time.
Marvel, Fox, I guess, screwed him so royally.
Oh, horribly.
An indispensable character who was destroyed.
And if I'm not mistaken,
indestructible character.
Wasn't he on The Wire? Because we've known him since The Wire, right?
Was he on The Wire?
Ooh, I don't know if he was on The Wire.
Do I have him mixed up with the other guy?
I think you got him mixed up. I would have remembered.
Okay.
And from Blur's I view Mr. Terrific and Jimmy Olsen were the MVPs for the supporting cast in this one. Jen, who you think? Who's your standout performance in this? You got Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner in that haircut.
Nathan Fillion.
You're gonna make me pick. It's just they're all wonderful. I gotta give it to Nicholas for Lex Luthor.
I'm sorry.
I gotta give it to Nicholas for Lex Luthor. I mean, his performance in this role, everyone was phenomenal. I think this was a great cast for every character. They all fit in so well to the roles that they played, and it's really hard for me to pick one. But because Dion says I have to, I'm gonna go with Lex Luthor on this one, Mr. Nicholas. Well done, sir. I mean, bravo.
Yeah, he did a hell of a job.
Bravo. I hated you at the end of the film, but I still love you.
I can't go anywhere but Mr. Terrific for me.
Yeah.
Because live action Terrific, we've only gotten on
CW.
Arrow, which was fine. We got him in a few Justice League episodes. I think he was just sent out a computer though. But I think seeing Edie, the actor, get his shot at another character was great. Like I think that's the biggest takeaway from that, because it was like Fox did him so dirty with X-Men First Class that I was like, I'm happy he decided to stick his toe back into the superhero genre.
The superhero genre.
I loved. I don't remember my Mr. Terrific history isn't as tight as most characters that I know, but I love the way he talked.
Yes.
I love his sort of
his cadence.
He was like one sentence away from saying God turkey, and I was like, no.
He was on the edge every time.
I thought he was gonna cuss when he said, "God dog it, I'm Mr. Terrific."
He felt, he felt. He was like, help, help. Like,
I thought he was gonna curse at the end credit scene where Clark's like, it's a little off. He's like,
I thought he was gonna cuss right there too.
Willie has Robot 4 as the runner-up for his breakout character. Yeah, because that was Alan Tudyk, right?
Yes,
Alan Tudyk?
Yeah,
Alan Tudyk, man.
I love Alan.
I know this is off subject, but have y'all watched The Resident Alien?
I haven't, but I watch Alan Tudyk and everything else and anything else.
No,
please go and watch that show.
No, that's
back
actually
on Superman though. But
that's on my list to watch because I need to see that. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but I am gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean it's like Mr. Terrific's great.
But I keep messing up his name. His name is Edie because I keep
Edie. Edie. I had it written down here.
He's a great actor, and I had him confused with on Being on the Wire, but he was on another one of favorite shows I watched was The Blacklist.
It was just great. It was just great for him to get his shot at this character, and now a character that, again, through this is going to be within this universe for a while. And his action scene there, you want to talk about making a character or making him like he walked through them boys, man.
Didn't he though?
And women, men and women,
with
he
ease.
walked through them with the greatest of ease.
And then with
moments, sort of thing.
Just
go ahead.
The genius of him to figure out that Lex created a damn pocket universe, knowing how a pocket universe works. Then basically calling Lex an idiot for opening up the pocket universe. You know what I'm saying? Then hacking his portal to get to the pocket. You know, I'm just sitting there like,
like when he saw the river, he's like, this is what happens.
This is what happens. Yeah.
He just got so upset with that.
Your man did a hell of a job, bro.
Oh man,
he was good. But
I love it.
So many great actors in this. It was tough to give it to one because we could go across the board.
Yeah, we could just do an episode on a character deep dive of every character in this film.
Yeah,
I just needed more. I needed more Wendell Pierce, man.
I do need more Wendell Pierce. I love him.
Wendell Pierce is essentially the same guy in everything with a cigar,
except for when he was in the what's it called on HBO when he was a Come On Player. No.
Oh no. Okay, no. I'm on TV show wise. Like,
okay.
Here, what? Not Jack.
Was it Tremblay? Or when he was the trombone player?
Yeah, but like he's always somewhere with like half of a cigar in it.
And when he was on Suits, I loved him on Suits. Yeah. I love.
Yeah, he was a girl. Dad. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So Wendell Pierce. I need more Chief. I need more Jimmy Olsen. So hoping for a sequel. This movie just more like Superman, just like Superman, made me hopeful for the future, hopeful for a sequel, hopeful for this universe. Again, a lot of moving pieces, but let's get to that ending scene. We see Supergirl.
Yes.
We see Kara. So apparently Crypto's her dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do we feel about that, Jen? That scene, her coming home.
It don't take much. I was happy with everything. There was not a bad thing in here for me, honestly. I love it when a film does cameos, and the cameos in this film, like, I love that I didn't see them coming, and there was such a delightful surprise. So yeah, seeing her, I was so excited. I'm like, does this mean, James, you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do? Is that what you're hinting, sir?
I think that's the next one up. I think Supergirl is going to be the next one up
next year.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm
grateful.
That
one lands. Doc, yours.
I'm grateful that they didn't take so long to introduce her. I'm grateful they didn't make 3 movies and then introduce her.
Exactly.
So I like that.
I don't know, man. I'm so torn. I'm very torn because
be open, Dion. Just be open. Be open.
I like it.
Jid, I'll say this. I keep saying there's a lot of moving pieces in this movie. There's a lot of moving pieces.
There are.
There's a lot of setup for the universe. There's a lot of setup for the next movie, the Supergirl movie. I'm just like, that's a lot, man. Like, we did a lot last time, and DC, when they do a lot ain't good. Like, I think the faith in James Gunn is warranted. I get it.
Like,
but man, here's the thing. I'll wait. If you're telling me a Supergirl movie is coming in 5 years, bet I'll be there in 5 years, because by 5 years we'll have a universe that makes that can hold a Supergirl, that can progress another Supergirl 2, a Supergirl 3, a team up movie. Like, I don't know, man. It's just,
but is that even the point? We don't know what the end point is. So
what I was gonna say is, Dion, do you really need to wait 5 years to get Supergirl? The reason I say that, because do you really want them? Do you really want them to build a universe and then you hate it and then you get Supergirl?
That
No,
part.
I say take the time to, again, this one is dropping Superman and it's dropped all of us into and Blur's, have you said they wrapped on Supergirl. So we'll
Oh
see
wow.
we'll see that pretty soon.
Yeah, it's coming out next year. Yeah.
But just, I don't know, man. It's just, I would love let it cook. Yeah, let it.
You want this to settle on people first. Nah, give it to me. Give me my chicken. I want my mashed taters. Give me some cornbread, some greens.
But Dion,
give it to me.
But then Dion, to your point, with what they did the first time around when they made us wait for certain things, it didn't land. So I think by taking a different accelerated approach is going to be better, because with other things we waited for, like for example, we're never going to see Batgirl. It's shelved. It's never going to happen. And how long do we have to wait for that? And now we're never going to
expectations were up here.
It was up here. And it was done. Done.
So let's talk about the DCEU. Okay, I don't talk about anything DCEU past. I'll slip Black Adam in there, but anything from like Man of Steel to Justice League, I guess, and that's that's only Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, BVS, Justice League. That's 4 movies.
Yeah,
and then we're at a Justice League movie. I felt like that was very fast. Wouldn't y'all agree that was really, really fast to get Justice?
That was very fast, but you know what they were chasing when they did that. We all know what they were chasing when they did.
Of course, they're chasing Marvel.
Yeah.
Right. So the motivation was wrong. I feel with James Gunn, he's gonna have a different approach, because I would rather him accelerate a little bit like what he's doing than trying to, keep up with the Joneses, if you will. Yeah. Let him do what he does best.
And here's the thing. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, Jim, cutting you off. But Dion, remember we was talking about, hey, get the playbook from them dudes. They got the motherfucking player from them dudes. You feel me? So let's rock with him.
With his Guardians movie. So
let's rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see what he can bring to this thing.
Keep in mind, he's worked in the Marvel universe. He's seen things in the Marvel universe, and he was a part of those conversations for the projects that he did and how they got brought into the Avengers. So
I think mine is like, I don't want to get. This might be just me. It might be a me problem. I don't want to get.
I think you've just been burned too many times. That's
excited. I don't want to get too excited and be like, I absolutely love. Because again, we talked about James Gunn and his humor. For me, it doesn't land all the time for me. But everything else, Superman wise, perfect in this movie. It's just that I don't want to commit.
But I do.
You just said it. You don't want to commit. That's what it is.
I don't want to commit, really. Which is,
I do wonder,
because I'm a huge DC fan.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wait for that Batman. I'm gonna wait for that Green Lantern show, which looks like that might be. I've seen one screenshot from that, and I'm like, that's amazing. Like that might, and I'm like, I can go with that. Jon Stewart as Green Lantern for this one, our main one, is great.
And then we're getting Aaron Pierre. He's coming.
Now I will admit with Blur's Eyes. So Suicide Squad, Peacemakers, and Creature Commandos, and now Superman. And knock them all apart.
And you hadn't seen Peacemaker yet, have you?
No, I'll say this. Because of my inability to commit, I don't know how I got married if that's the case. Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and Creature Commandos, I have not seen. Because I didn't want to commit to it. I didn't. Maybe I'll go back and watch now. But as soon as I got home last night, I watched the new event. I watched the New Adventure Superman cartoon a few times before I went to bed. As soon as I got home from seeing this, because it made me think of that. But we'll see. Did we answer the Supergirl thing? I guess we're looking forward to it. What we thought about that last scene.
I'm looking forward to see what type of car they write. That's what I'm looking forward to see. Is it gonna be like, because we know she's older than him. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, is she gonna be like he said, just partying, or what kind of car is she gonna be? Is she gonna be the kind of car that's about to save lives? Kind of chill out a little bit, or is she gonna be wild and traveling the universe? You feel me?
What was his name? Melissa Benoist. Minois, I think, played the last Supergirl in the TV show. One of my favorite adaptations of Supergirl was her, which was a really good show. One of my favorite CW shows too. She's gonna be definitely different from that one.
Yeah,
which I'll have to see, because Melissa was like, that Supergirl was so wholesome, man.
She was.
Like, she was
so like, and it was nice to see. I did too. It was nice to see. So I'm wondering how she's gonna be, how they're gonna write her as Supergirl.
But that's the thing. It's always other adaptations that you can take with it, right? Or other stories you can take from this too, right? So I mean, she's here, Crypto's here. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But just moving on a little bit too, what do we sort of see? And we talked about it just now a little bit. The future of DC. I'm not committed yet. I'm still on the fence. We're still just dating. How about that? I'm still just dating DC at the moment.
Where you take her on a date once a month.
But James Gunn, James Gunn is at the helm of this universe now. Jen, with everything that's already been done, we went through it. Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, Creature Commandos, now Superman. How do you sort of see this future under James Gunn so far and leading into the future?
Right now, I'm feeling pretty good. It is hard to say because unlike Marvel, where they give you the whole timeline of what's to come, we've never really had that with DC to a point where we foreknew. So, and I don't know if James is going to do that. If he's going to, unless he already has he ever released a timeline of what he's going to do?
Yeah. See, I was looking for it and I thought that they found it. Did. Yep. But I didn't make a picture of it for here because I wasn't sure if it was real or not.
So because I can't recall that for myself, and I made the assumption that he didn't. And just still going off that assumption, because if there is one, then I'm wrong in that. But, not really having a timeline of what's to come and how it's going to fall into place, it's hard for me to exactly pinpoint how this is going to go. But I'm more open to see what he's going to do with it, because to me, this was very, very successful. I think this is one of the best Supermans in a long time.
For sure.
And it's I love that it's from the comics. The line, Big Blue, hey big guy, eyes up here.
See, that's the
it wasn't overly done, it wasn't overly saturated, but it was just a nice nod for people who know the comic books or have some familiarity with the comic books, where you're just like, thank you, I see you, thank you, thank you.
We just got it. I'm pulling for the line of Superman that he's said in pretty much all the cartoons. I don't know if I ever read him say it before, but when he was fed up, he was like, "This ends now."
I was waiting on that.
That's what
I was waiting on that. When they kept panning back to Lex, calling out those numbers, I was waiting on him to say that, and then just start beating the slob out of old boy.
Okay, this ends now. Anytime he said that in the animated series or Justice League, it was over.
Or even that one time when he told Darkseid, "You know what? I'm glad you came, because this is the one time I get to cut loose and beat you know what I'm saying?" Because I got to be delicate with these people here on Earth, but with you, I get to unleash. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you, like he told Lois, "I love it. I want more of it." I already seen the future, bro. He got some things coming, dog. I'm in there.
I'll keep dating, and I'll go back and watch Peacemaker, Creature Commandos. Only thing I knew from Creature Commandos is because they showed the Batman silhouette at the end of that, and that sucker was wide. So if it ain't Reacher, I don't know.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's my only iffy moment with this, because nobody has mentioned who's going to be Batman in James Gunn's universe.
They're not sure yet either, and the rumors that have been running wild like the last week is that it could be Pattinson's Batman. to work out with the whole pocket universe stuff. And
okay,
and
we
they
bring
said,
that
and they
pocket.
said that, and they said that was like a reason why like the Batman 2 has had like a lot of rewrites or it's been delayed so many times because they're figuring out how they can work him in. Or work
If they
Superman
bring him, can they
it.
leave that? Can they leave the emo part out? Bring me
Bruce.
Bring me the real Bruce Wayne.
I don't think yeah, we're more concerned about the Flash. Oh,
I am too. I was going to say the same thing.
Here's the thing. I think our concerns are warranted just because of the past. But I think if this cast has shown anything, and even Peacemaker with John Cena, I've seen stuff.
Dog, he is
the casting is gonna be solid all the way around. So I'm not afraid of that. I'm just like I want to love it, man. You ever want to like just love something, but you're like, you know, you burnt me once before, man. Like that, yeah. So it's like I'm going in hesitantly, but I love Superman. I love this one. This was Superman that we needed. And I think James Gunn understands that. And I think when he builds out this universe, I think Flash. I mean, we might do like some fantasy casting. So now since we have a Superman to lead this era, we'll do that on our next episode. We'll fantasy cast the new DC. So that's Wonder Woman, Flash.
Oh, yeah.
We already got a Green Lantern.
I mean, do you want me to give you the list? Do you want me to tell you what's coming down?
No. Well, just text it to me, and I'll go off our list. But I'll make the superheroes, and we'll fantasy cast them. How about that?
I love it. I'm in. Let's do it.
So because I got a guy who I want as the Flash. I don't think he'll be a popular.
Send me the list so I can do my homework.
Is it who I want to be as Flash? Because you know who I want.
You just want to get the Flash one out of the way now because I can't wait till next week.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Because you know who I want.
Okay. Wait, who do you want?
The guy that plays the Flash on the TV show. I forget his name.
Grant Gustin isn't gonna come for that.
I want him so bad though. I want him to be the Flash on the big screen so bad because he is like the perfect Flash, bro.
Okay, hear me out. He's Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
As the Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see
it. I can see that.
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you put him next to David because they were in Twisters together. Perfect harmony.
But
James, sir.
But please
do it, please, Mr. Gunn, please.
And he has to be Wally West. No more Barry Allen. Let's do Wally West.
Oh, you want Wally West this time?
Let's do Wally. You might as well.
Man, okay. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, man. I might use AI to put them in actual costumes.
Bro, they have to write a hella role for him to play, for him to be the Flash, bro.
He could do it. I think he could do it. He's had a hell of the last 2-3 years for him have been stellar, man. Stellar. Yeah. He's in the Running Man remake.
Yeah, he is. Have you seen that preview, right?
He's doing
what we got here? Pitch Commando says a scene with the Justice League killed off, and Wally West is the Flash show then.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna check that out.
Ooh,
I'm gonna have to.
Sorry,
because that's who I picked for that. But I think that would be a fun part for next week.
My Flash is already been picked, but that's a good pick, though. I ain't gonna even front.
Yeah, I'll send a list of characters.
Send a list of characters.
Doc, you send me the list of the upcoming stuff.
Yeah,
because like I said, we already have a Green Lantern. We already have a Hawkgirl. It's getting our Wonder Woman, our Batman, our Flash.
Well, I was going to say Wonder Woman has already been picked as well.
She has?
No, she hasn't.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at the list, Playboy.
See, it doesn't end in a .net.
Nope.
Because you will send me some stuff that
I have in the past. not fact check like so many of these news anchors lately.
You don't fact check nothing, man. As soon as it touches your eyeballs,
I'm
you're
like, get it.
We're
Take
gonna
this
do this
news.
live. We're gonna do this live right now. I'm gonna fact check it on
this
air.
news. Take some of this news.
Oh man, the amount of articles you sent me, man.
If it's not the woman that I know who I want to be Wonder Woman.
I have a revelation. According to the official internet, that is fact checked. No, the new Wonder Woman for James Gunn's DC universe has not been cast yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, I know exactly who I want to be Wonder Woman.
Okay, save for next week.
I got you.
Yeah, next week.
I might ask for a list if I can. I'm gonna try some AI generated stuff to see if we can see how they look in those suits too. So.
Can you do it live? Can we do it live?
Because let me ask you a quick question.
I'm gonna be back here, Jen, the entire time.
Okay, we can tag team.
Has there ever been on screen Wonder Woman's twin sister? The big screen?
No, I don't think we have.
Okay.
So save it for next week.
Okay.
But we already got. We'll wait and get Jen's flash casting for next week too.
No, I can't. Glenn is a good pick. Glenn, I'm just gonna write down Glenn Powell. We're just gonna put it out there. Glenn Powell.
I was stick with my pick, but Glenn Powell's a good pick. I know.
No, I had not thought about it before, but then Dion, when you said Glenn Powell, I'm like, yeah, no.
I think he could pull it off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he'd make a good Booster Gold too.
I think you think he would pull it off with the comedy aspect of it, with the comedic aspect, but with James Gunn's writing.
Oh
yeah, he would execute that.
But he'd be perfect. He'd be a perfect James Gunn casting.
Oh yes,
he'd be perfect. Yeah, but before we leave Superman, I won't ask for ratings because we went through a whole lot of stuff from it. But any last thing that we want to say about this, rebirth of DC into this new era? Anything left on the table that we need to pick up?
Man. Your boy James came out with a big bag and knocked that mug at the park for your boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it, man.
I was happy, man. I was happy. I want more Superman though. Yeah. I wanted. It was a over 2 hour movie, right? Yeah,
2 hours and 9 minutes.
Yes,
but it okay. Oh, and we want to talk about the after credit scenes because they led to nothing. It was a cool shot of him and Crypto looking at the Earth and then I think that was at the Hall of Justice because that's where the Justice Gang is.
I think
they're at the Hall of Justice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll soon become probably the Hall of Justice, right? Or is it?
Yeah.
Was it the Hall of Justice in this? Okay.
No, I don't think it was technically yet, but that is definitely
the shape of it.
Yeah, where it's going to be.
Yeah. So hey, it's here. Here we go, man. We're back in DC. It's officially kicked off for me now.
Mm-hmm.
All the other stuff was preseason. This first game of the season right here.
So I'm gonna say my last word on it is I'm just gonna say thank you. Yeah. I'm happy. Thank you.
Well, Big Blue is back.
Big Blue.
And so is Walt Disney.
Oh God.
Hey, do you like that segue though? Hey.
And so is Walt Disney. Walt Disney is.
I don't want that.
I
don't want that. I love Disney, bro.
As an animatronic. It's okay. So I guess just to set this up, I think it's for their anniversary sort of thing, but I don't think he's gonna be a permanent fixture in the park.
Did him dirty. He's the one who created all of it, and you do that.
So this is him in motion, and I got an audio piece too. But
what?
How insane does this look?
Wow.
Okay, the fact that he got up and walked a little bit, that's impressive. But the whole look of it, his face is not right.
His face is not right, and I think they could have done better.
Yeah, they could. Yeah. They could have.
Considering the fact that they have a genius there that created a lightsaber, a functional lightsaber. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know,
But
man.
then if you go
I
to
don't
the
know
hall,
that.
if you go to the Hall of Presidents and you see all of the presidents they have made that look really darn good, and that was made so many years ago,
Look
there's
at
no
that.
excuse for that.
Yeah, the way he gets up from that table.
So there's a really good, man. I wish I would have linked it here or put it up. There's a really good documentary on YouTube that, I mean, I might have to put it up in the chat or somewhere, but it goes through like the history of the animatronics on, and it goes deeper than what the one on Disney Plus does, which is a good one too, the Imagineers. But that one goes into like how it talked about more of the people of the day, of like how they felt about seeing Lincoln, like quote unquote come back from the dead sort of thing, you know, that sort of thing. And was that natural? You forget about the society part of it when you go to Disneyland or Disney World, right? Like, how would I feel? Like, how would you feel if, you know,
I mean,
back then,
if his face was more like him, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was like,
even his eyebrows are wrong. Like he has too much brow. That's too much.
I think I'll throw this up real quick. I think we have a clip with the audio.
You know, I was stumped one day when the little boy asked, "Do you draw Mickey Mouse?" And I had to admit I do not draw anymore. Well, then you think up all the jokes and ideas. No, I said, I don't do that. Finally, he looked at me and said, "Mr. Disney, just what do you do?" Well, I said, sometimes I think of myself as a little bee. I go from one area of the studio to another and gather pollen and sort of stimulate everybody. I guess that's the job I do.
If your face only matched your voice, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. If that matched, man, that would have been perfect. Like, but
if the face
like
of
Jen
this
said,
picture,
like they just need to
if
fix
the face
this
of this
part.
picture was on the animatronic, I would probably cry.
It would be perfect. It would be perfect.
I would probably cry. You would probably get me to cry on that one. But
let me say something, because we are really harping on the artist that did this, and I'm not saying they did a bad job. I'm just saying I think it could have been more accurate.
But that's the thing. Here's the thing, man.
To add on to that, my question was: were you all rushed on your timeline?
That could have been another thing.
Were you by
the time we get there, Dion, to see this, it probably might look better.
Well, I think it's limited. I think it's going to be limited, and it's at Disneyland, I think. So it's going to be limited.
It's on the original land. They have no excuse. No excuse. Okay. It's on the original land, not Orlando, but the original land. But anyway, which Bob commissioned this? Was it Bob 1? Okay. Bob 2? If it was 2, he was all about rushing, just get it out, and then Bob 1 come back. Like, what happened with the timing of the timeline of executing this?
They got his ears right. I give him credit for that,
but not the rest of his face.
I know.
Okay. So here's the thing. Doc knows this. Jen, I don't know if you know this, but I absolutely love animatronics. I love them to death.
Oh, you and I need to talk about the Tokyo animatronics then at Disney.
I've seen those, Jen. I've tried not to watch them because that's my bucket list to go to Tokyo Disneyland, but Disney World. I don't have a problem with this at all. I think it's kind of dope. I think I can
look at his face.
I don't think we were ever gonna get a photorealistic.
But the other presidents are done better than this. The Hall of Presidents is done better than this.
They're good. The Hall of Presidents, they're good. I'll admit that. I've seen the show many times.
But maybe my glasses is interfering. Hold up.
Dr. God.
Okay, let me put him back. Let me put him back in motion. Let me put him back in motion for you.
I'm trying to see what Dion is saying. Because look
at this though.
Now that part, him standing up and motion is perfect.
I'm not saying that the whole animatronic is bad. I'm impressed with how he can actually move and walk. I'm just saying the face.
Yeah, I guess that's what's throwing it off for me too.
But here's the thing: that's that uncanny valley when it comes to like digital faces in CGI along with animatronic.
Do you have a picture of Roy? Can we look at Roy and compare the two? Like, wait, did they do Roy?
Stop it, Jen.
I'm just asking a question.
Jen, stop it. You're not being very nice right now.
It's very difficult. Okay. The animatronic advancement is fantastic. Just bring up a picture of Roy.
But it's that uncanny valley. I think I don't know. Yes, the face could be better. Okay, maybe I got a too young picture of Walt here. Because he's looking like Howard Stark right now.
What age did they go for with the animatronic? I'm pretty sure
I felt like it's the older Walt. It's like the Saturday Walt Disney movie Walt, like introduce you to the Saturday night movie Walt.
Picture of old Walt right now.
Yeah,
I should have got a picture of old Walt.
That might be super accurate. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of this debonair pose that he's in right now, I should have just got one of him at the park. Because he's looking very suave in this picture, man.
He was always suave, even when he's old. So
looking at his older pictures, okay.
No. I'm looking at it too. I don't agree. Nope.
That's what's up. It's like his smile is different. His mustache is different. It's a lot that's different.
Well, let's say this too. This is given all the animatronics that they've done and the years at Disney, this is their first Walt animatronic. Like the very first one.
True.
Now pause it right. Can you pause it right there, Dion?
Which I'm not.
So this is probably the closest to what he looks like, as far as that. Like that's probably more accurate.
Like that. That don't look like that. No.
Almost.
No.
And I give him that.
Oh, come on, Jen.
No, it doesn't. Not. It doesn't to me. It doesn't. I can't lie. I shall not tell lies.
Okay.
Hey, Jen. Jen don't like that.
Jen's like, you ain't my Walt.
You ain't my Walt. Nope. That is an imposter.
You ain't my Walt. You are not my Walt.
No.
Man, I thought that was a pretty cool thing to end on.
I will say this: the fact that they're wanting to do a Walt animatronic in what he created, that's really cool. I do think that's really neat, and we're actually finally getting that when we probably should have gotten it some time ago. We didn't really touch on it, but then like the time period and the way people thought in different time periods because of Walt, I think there is a right time to do this type of thing. So it is exciting. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was a fun piece to put up for this.
It is.
I do enjoy a good animatronic. I can't believe I rode that Avatar ride just to see the animatronic at the end, which was great. But boy, that line was not worth that
2.5 hours
ride, that river ride, man. Did we ride it?
Because I wasn't rating 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
I was in the fast pass line.
I wanted more animatronics of all of the avatars.
But then we get to the end and she's doing her stuff. I was like, that's a good idea.
It's a good animatronic, but there could have been more.
I got it. I get it. Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
I remember when I did the Banshee ride. It was my first time riding it. One of my friends who was with me at the time, she goes, okay, I'm just going to tell you one thing about the ride, Jen, and it's going to sound really weird. It's not going to make sense until you ride it. She's like, feel your legs. I was like, what? Feel your legs. Okay. And then you get on the ride and I'm like, oh my God. You feel the breathing of the Banshee on the thing you're sitting on. Because the moment I felt that, I looked at her, she goes, feel your legs.
It's the wonderful world of Disney, right? Like just some about it.
That was
It
really
walks
cool.
back.
I had to give them. I was like, it breathed. It really breathed.
It was so good.
It was good.
So to our last thing of the night, we talked about Superman. We talked about the DC but this is our fandom soapbox. So Jen gave us hers last week. I know if she has another one for this week. But Doc, this is your opportunity to either celebrate a fandom or sort of get your fandom in line. So the soapbox is yours.
So I got one thing to say, and it's real quick. I'm tired of seeing all these comparisons with David and Henry. David is the new Superman movie.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say about it.
That's it.
That ain't no point in harping on it, bro.
Agree.
Jen, anything for your fandom soapbox for this week?
I actually do have one.
Go ahead.
Fix Walt's face.
Okay, Jen. I'm not gonna leave us on that note. Walt Disney is back, baby. I'm gonna fly out to California just to see him. Go up there and shake that man's hand.
That's funny.
But I have one, and I think it's a little added addition because I feel like we weren't on our show here. We talked to our friend Will about the Mortal Kombat movie that's on its way. And this week, I don't know if you saw it or today, they actually released a trailer for it.
Didn't see it.
So I felt like it'd be you'd have to wait and see it. So I felt like, hey, let's go ahead and react to that for my fandom soapbox, and I can make up, and I can give sort of my thoughts on my soapbox from Mortal Kombat. How about that?
Let's do it.
So let me just load this up. We're here.
Let's get nerdy. Let's do it.
So let's do it. I might have turned the sound down, but this is
From New Line Cinema, the studio that brought you Cool Hand Cage, Hard to Cage, and Rebel Without a Cage, comes Uncaged Fury. Starring Johnny Cage.
It's showtime.
They pissed him off. They fucked with his shades. They should have brought more guys.
You should have brought more guys.
Come on now. Come on now.
Uncaged Fury. Coming to a theater near you this October.
Oh my freak.
all right.
That's an interesting POV to announce it.
That really is.
I
would not expect that.
My soapbox is that I'm gonna be in line to see this movie now because
I'm not gonna lie.
Let me finish. I'm on my soapbox. This is my time. I reclaim my time.
I was just saying I am. That's it.
I didn't like the first Mortal Kombat movie. I thought it was
the latest Mortal Kombat movie.
The latest one or the original?
The latest.
Oh, the original forever.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But this one, the one right before this one, I was not a fan. I didn't like Cole. I didn't like we didn't have no tournament. You use a whole movie to set up the tournament. Goro dies on a farm, but he ain't really dead. It's a lot of stuff. But then when Carl Urban was casted as Johnny Cage, I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I felt like The Miz was a good guy to cast for it, but I had to think after seeing this, Carl Urban has killed every single thing he's been in.
He has.
Like he's been flawless in the world of pop culture, fandom, live action stuff. Like he's been killed. Dread, we still want another Dread.
Yeah.
And now I see him as Johnny Cage in his JC jacket. It looks like they pulled him straight from the video game, man. And I absolutely love that we're getting his movie trailers. And
yeah,
that's such a cool POV.
This was the coolest way to, I guess, October 2025. I guess, is that when the movie comes out?
Yeah, it comes out in October. Yeah,
that's a great way for that's better than a trailer for me. Like that's better than a trailer showing off the movie, because you just got me in the seat with that, and I want to love this movie now. Because Carl Urban as Johnny Cage in the jacket, it looks like he's wearing the same thing that was in Mortal Kombat 11, which looks dope. No notes, man. No notes. Man. This was flawless for me. This is flawless.
I want to say one thing, and I hope they do this when the movie, or before the movie comes out. I hope they don't ruin it by putting out a real trailer and showing us everything in a real trailer.
I think you're gonna have to. I think this was a good sort of teaser, because that's what I think is listed as, a teaser. I think I
want the real trailer, but you know what I mean. I don't want them to don't show me everything in the trailer.
Here's the thing for me. Me and the trailers, we'll review the first one, and I won't look at another one. I don't know if you do, but since we just looked at this one, reviewed this one, this is all I had to say. This is enough for me. You play on my emotions from like classic action movies. You give me Johnny Cage, a character I've absolutely loved since the inception of Mortal Kombat, and he looks like Carl Urban pulls this off. He really pulls this off. I'm here for it, man. So I'm not gonna say I would. At first, I was like, I don't want to see this movie because I hated the first.
We were both like, no.
But now
I didn't like it either.
You give me a Van Damme sort of trailer, which Johnny Cage character was supposed to be Van Damme, because it's supposed to be a Van Damme video game, but which is a wild concept, because Van Damme was actually in Mortal Kombat 11. They put him in as a DLC character, which was dope. Yeah, I love this, man. I love it.
We'll see come October.
So Mortal Kombat.
If you still singing that same tune.
See, man, we went over my commitment issues earlier.
This man's been burned too many times. Too many times he's been burned. I'll say this. This was a fantastic teaser trailer. I love the way they went with the POV to announce it. It has become too common now that you do a teaser, an official trailer, and then one more trailer. I think if they just do an official trailer only, but only just showing us the characters and who is playing who, and just announcing the tournament to let us know the tournament is in here. So it's in here. For me personally, I need that because I was so disappointed that there wasn't a tournament in the newer in the it's the whole point of Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say the only tournament was when old boy was getting beat around in the beginning.
Right, that was it. But then, like, where's the rest of it? So if you just show me the other characters and who are playing the other characters, and just announce the tournament and end it there, that's all I need. That's all that's it.
I feel like you could get away this time with because here's the thing. I saw that first trailer for the one in 95 so many times, because it was at the beginning of this animated Mortal Kombat movie I had. And all I remember is like the techno Mortal Kombat music, and they showed like getting like Liu Kang, Sonya, Johnny on a boat and doing all that. And then at the end, they just went through the cast list and it was in the song. It's like Liu Kang, Raiden, and they popped up Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade. Like that was enough for me. And the Mortal Kombat yell at the end with Goro with 4 arms doing this, I was like,
that is all you need to get people to come to see the film. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there after this teaser.
Leave the rest of the film a mystery.
Because I know this will be just a teaser for his, I guess, movie career. But I know that won't be the tone of the movie, unfortunately. But I know his character is going to be just like this. It feels like that's his character is still going to be Johnny Cage from these films. I think Carl Urban's gonna
and that's gonna be hilarious when he get picked for the to go to that tournament.
Oh gosh.
Well, it's gonna be fun to see, because I will say the animated one, what was it? It was a Johnny Cage Mortal Kombat movie that was animated. It's on HBO Max. Took place in the 80s, I think.
Okay.
Or early 90s or 80s. They do a lot of neon that I like, apparently, and synth wave stuff. So it was kind of dope cartoon, but it was like him trying to like rebuild his career, and here comes Mortal Kombat or something like that. So it was good. It was a good movie. But Carl Urban looks just like from the video game. He looks exactly like the character model. So I'm here. That was my soapbox for this week. Mortal Kombat, you got me again, man. For now, at least.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to look at anything else. I think I can wait till October just off of that.
October is actually not that far away if you think about it.
October 25th is when it's supposed to hit the screen.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
But man, this has been a jam-packed, like we said, a jam-packed episode. We got Superman, we got Walt, we got Mortal Kombat in here, we got everything under the sun. But man, this was the second episode of All-Star Fandom Prime, which is really dope to do. Doc, thanks for showing up to this one. This is gonna be our weekly Wednesday show. Try to keep on track as much as we can, and with the topics. And also, if there's topics that you like for us to discuss throughout the week, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at All-Star Fandom Show. We're there all day, every day. It's a social media network, so we never leave. Let us know what you think. Even drop some comments in some comments below or in this video, and let us know what you thought about this show and some other topics that you want to sort of talk about. Had a lot of interaction in the chats tonight, so big shout out to
thank you,
Honey, see you, Willie, thank you, Blur's Eye View, thank you, Kahindi, thank you for your run-ins tonight too. We appreciate it, and anybody else that I missed, definitely thank you for that. So Jen, before we head out, you know the drill. Tell people where they can find and support.
I am on the internet just like everyone else, to a certain degree. I am at Nerdiqua on TikTok and Instagram, and I am also at Rocking Your Bald Pod on Instagram as well. That's my podcast that I have. So check me out there, and I show up here too.
Yeah, Jen was our our Star Wars savant, essentially.
Yes.
Our Jedi master,
Lord of the Rings,
Lord of the Rings guru.
Our Jedi master, like everything. So she's been here for the
until Lauren came, where I'm like, nope, that's you. I'll sit over here.
And we call Jen back every week now. It's been great. But Doc, I'm gonna let us close this out. But yeah, man, great show, guys.
Well, look. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. It's been another excellent episode of All-Star Fandom Prime. And until next week, look, y'all come back and check out our list for next week when we put the list of who we think is going to be in the DCU universe. And it's going to be awesome. But look, check us out. Hit us up. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And are we on Blue Sky yet? No,
we are not yet.
Soon to be on.
We gotta get those Instagram numbers up. Get the Instagram numbers up, man. We're there all day, every day.
Y'all like, follow, share, and subscribe. And until next time, it's been me, Doc. That's Dion. That's Jen. We out this thing. Peace.
Bye.